guys, it's 21 Maxwell here. Welcome to another edition of WWE. It's a new day. We're on the road to Wrestlemania. We are 3 weeks away. I can't wait. We're hoping, as I say, to continually go away from what WWE has in real life. We're hoping to give Divas a proper chance here. A real massive spotlight in comparison to real life. As you know, we have that big massive match, which is going to see winner take all. And it's going to be Team Triple H against Team Mr. McMahon, which I think is massive, especially when it's going to be Divas fighting for the power of the WWE. So a little bit different to how WWE's going in real life, but it's one of those things. So I had one change of plan here. Basically, someone wanted to come up from development who I didn't expect to want to come up, and that gave a quick change to our plan. I think you'll have an idea of who it is, and it'll become abundantly clear as the show goes on. But really happy with this one. 15 segments, 5 pre-show segments. I did book this at like 3 in the morning, so this will either be horrible or it'll come down as I'm a creative genius at that time of night. But as I say, hope you enjoy the show, guys. We're going to be doing it from the Oklahoma State Fair Arena in the Mid-South. And yeah, I said hopefully it's a good show. I say if you guys enjoy it, don't be afraid to hit the old thumbs up button. Any comments, let me know. Any predictions for what you think will be the WrestleMania card, what you think the WrestleMania card in real life is going to look like. Let me know in the comments section below, guys. But as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy today's show. Let's get into it. So 8,846, a bit of a disappointing crowd, although we did lose pop from my SmackDown show. Try the main event, which I thought would deliver, and really badly flopped. So, in a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat, with Sami Zayn defeat R-Truth in 8 minutes and 30, with a brainbuster. C60 there. Good win for Sami Zayn, good matchup, and he improves his Rumble skills. So overall, good little match there for Sami Zayn. Next up, in an awful match that was completely devoid of heat, Bayley defeats Summer Rae in 7:56 with a rose plant. E24, that's quite gutting. I'd actually think Summer Rae's not that bad. I think she's okay, so disappointing that it was such a low rating. Bayley off her game. The match brought the crowd down. No skill improvements, and I think we're going to see quite a few Summer Rae negatives. I kind of disagree with how she's been rated in this. I do think she's pretty decent anytime you see her. It's not horrible. You know, it's a fairly competent performance you get from Summer Rae. Next up in a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat, we had Alberto Del Rio defeat Curtis Axel in 7 minutes and 10 by submission. C60, pretty good rating there. Can't really complain about that. It's a match to really try and get some momentum going with Alberto Del Rio. Next up in a match that had good action and average heat, Rusev defeats Jack Swagger for about the 9 millionth time in his career by submission. I finally remembered to put submission as Rusev's note, so he wins by the accolade instead of the bullplex. So C64, I'm pretty happy with that. No skill improvements here, but just again building up Rusev going into WrestleMania. And in a match that had some good action and average heat, with Randy Orton defeat Stardust in 11 minutes and 8 by pinfall with an RKO. C plus 70, that's pretty good. Disappointing that that's getting great chemistry. I was kind of hoping if they had great chemistry, it would be a little bit higher. Overall, pretty pleased with that. No skill improvements, negatives here, quite a few for Stardust. Overall, that's decent. I can't complain. I just know not to make that a main event match anytime on a Raw or a SmackDown if it's going to be getting ratings like that. So let's start the show, shall we? We start the show with the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion Dean Ambrose, who comes out to a massive pop, and he has some intentions on his mind. Dean Ambrose then says, "I am sick and tired of being messed around here. I am the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and I am yet to receive my mandatory rematch clause, which at the moment leaves me with absolutely nothing to do at WrestleMania. And I think you all want to see me kick some ass at WrestleMania, right? So I'm going to sit here and take over Raw until someone comes out here and gives me my title match." Dean waits for a few minutes before King of Kings plays and Triple H comes out. Triple H says, Ambrose, relax. I know we haven't really seen eye to eye, and it's for good reason. It was best for business, but I feel like Dean Ambrose in the main event versus his Shield brothers could be best for business. So how about this? Tonight, if you can somehow defeat Bray Wyatt, it will be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Can you argue with that? Awesome opening segment. It just shows once you get Dean Ambrose over, look at that, a B plus 89. It was always going to take time with this mod, but as I say, once you get your characters over, the ratings will come down the line. Both guys doing great off script, and no complaints there, apart from Triple H's poor gimmick. And the segment being short, because obviously had so much to fit in. Next up in a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. Neville, Ricochet and the City Cowboys defeated Barrett, Sheamus, and the New Day's Kofi Kingston and Big E, when Neville defeated Bad News Barrett, we'll just say with the Red Arrow. A C-56, Robert Roode was off his game, Xavier Woods did some good work at ringside, and it continues the tag team storyline. Lots of improvements, which is good to see. Performance skills improving for the likes of Big E, Kofi, and Robert Roode. Sheamus improving on technical, and Bad News Barrett on Rumble. C-56 is okay. Some of them are halfway. No, they are pretty much mid-card talent, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, it's pretty decent. I'll take it. Next up in a match that had some good action and average heat, Kevin Owens defeated Rob Van Dam at 9:36 by pinfall with a package pile driver. Let's get a C64. RVD was off his game. No skill improvements, but a good win for Kevin Owens, a good rating there, and it all leads to the following promo. After a good victory by Kevin Owens, we get a promo from the former Intercontinental Champion. He says, well, we are, 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, or should I say KO Mania, and yet I stand here like a few others without an opponent. That's a travesty. I should be treated by everyone as a priority and a main start at WrestleMania. So I'm offering out an open invitation to anyone in the back. If you want to participate at KO Mania, now's your chance. Out of nowhere, Worlds Apart plays, and from the entranceway, storming to the ring, is Sami Zayn, who gets in the ring and starts trading blow for blow with Kevin Owens. The rage in Sami Zayn's face is real. Brawl goes on for a good 2 minutes before Kevin Owens finds himself near the bottom rope, and he slides under it and makes a run to the backstage area. Sami Zayn stands tall in the middle of the ring to a great reception from the WWE Universe. Yep, it was Sami Zayn. As soon as I saw he was available, wanting to come up to the main roster, small tweak in one of my plans and went, yep, I'll have to go Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. D50, we will build Sami Zayn up over the next couple of weeks, but overall, very happy with that debut. Next up in a match that had some good action and average heat, John Cena defeats Dolph Ziggler in 7:42 with an attitude adjustment. C62, Cena needs a couple of wins, Ziggler's there, and it was really just to put Cena over. John Cena still character, I had to remember to fix that, but being late at night, I kind of forgot. It's on the to-do list, but overall, C62 is not too bad. The promo's bad though. Wyatt family, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I know Bray Wyatt has a match tonight, but as far as our fourth man, he has said he will grace our presence when time suits. So Bray, Luke, Eric and Braun, be prepared, because he is here, and it is only a matter of time. So a disappointing D plus 53, John Cena really needs to change his character, so I will be doing that on this video, so I remember. And the Where's Nikki storyline has advanced with this segment. So who is this mystery guy? But he's here tonight. Who possibly could the fourth man be? Now this was very poor because it was the 5th time I'd done it, but I had to do it because the storyline and the angle just makes perfect sense. So excuse the very bad match rating of an E26, but the angle will kind of give you an idea. And about the solid in-ring action, but non-existent crowd heat, Natalya defeats Sasha Banks in 9:55 by submission with a sharpshooter after blatantly cheating. During the match, we also had Mr. McMahon distract Sasha Banks, Natalya wins the Divas Championship. That sounds fucking crazy. However, think of it as the Divas screwjob. Natalya puts Sasha Banks in the sharpshooter and Vince McMahon calls for the bell. What a way to screw over Triple H and Team Triple H than to take the Divas title off them. If you look at the Road Agent report, worst match, it was the 5th time, so it had to be better, and obviously Natalya probably shouldn't turn heel, but hey, I need the heels here. No skill improvements. So I think if you take away the prestige and stuff like that, you actually get a decent matchup, but hey, it makes sense. Storyline wise, maybe not. Unfortunately, I think we use Natalya so much to get Sasha over in the first place that it's come back to haunt me. One of those things, but we carry on. Because no way it has happened. It has been the TEW2013 Divas Screwjob. Natalya has won the WWE Divas Championship by putting Sasha Banks in the sharpshooter, and Vince McMahon has gotten the referee to ring the bell. God damn it. Natalya is shocked as Sasha, and Vince grabs the Divas Championship belt. He walks over to Natalya and goes to gift her it. Natalya looks a little confused, but she takes the title and she hugs Vince McMahon. Oh damn it, Natty. She has turned heel and she has aligned herself with Vince McMahon, the boss. They make their way to the ramp and Vince lifts her arm afloat as she holds the title, and Sasha looks visibly upset in the ring. So Vince McMahon came across great, as you would expect. Natalya came across poorly. She's going to turn heel here. C- 59. Natalya's one of the ones she usually does what's right, and I just felt like with her having the sharpshooter, perfect way to turn her heel. 8 segments as well, so Natalya has turned heel, and she will join Team Vince McMahon and Team Ronda Rousey. Let me know what you think of that angle, because I do feel it could potentially be terrible, but let me know. Next up, and about, they had some good action and a good crowd. Sting defeats Luke Harper in 8:30. Again, just building up Sting's momentum because he has none to start with. C61, Sting was tired and off his game, which is at 8:30. It's disappointing. It's kind of the reason why I want the multi-man match at WrestleMania. No skill improvements, a lot of negatives for Sting. But Luke Harper got a decent-ish match out of him. Next, we've got a quick 1-minute announcement that tells us that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will be at WrestleMania. So I'm going to have a segment with The Rock in it at WrestleMania. Stay tuned for that one. That's a B-77. I thought I'd get a lot better than that, but just to confirm, we do have Dwayne signed, and Dwayne will make an appearance. He won't be wrestling. I'll be honest, I actually had plans for him to wrestle Triple H, but I'd rather kind of keep it a wee bit realistic at the same time. Well, this flopped massively, and I thought this would be a very good co-main event. And a match that had some good action and average heat. I've also realised I've used Neville twice tonight, but well, it's one of those things. You book it slowly tonight. Chris Jericho, Austin Aries, and Finn Balor defeated the team of AJ Styles, Cesaro, and Neville in 12:28 when Austin Aries got his victory, defeating Neville by pinfall with a 450 splash. C-59, Finn Balor was off his game and it continues the US storyline. I did say I was going to put a match between Aries and Cesaro in here. Time constraints kind of put paid to that, so I made it a 6-man. We'll book that match in for next week just to make sure. But I had to get AJ Styles, had to get Balor in there. And so I've got ideas and plans for the likes of Chris Jericho as well. AJ and Neville improved Rumble skills. Negatives there, mostly for holding back. So just really disappointed that was a C- because the likes of Cesaro, Jericho would get it up to at least a 60 odd. AJ and Balor would take it up to high 70s. So very disappointed it was as low as a C- 59. Then we got a promo from Bray Wyatt before tonight's main event match. John, Daniel, Sting, it doesn't matter who your 4th man is, he'll never help you reach the true power of the Wyatt family. You see, you're all just mere mortal, but I stand here invincible. You gentlemen stand here. You stand here for this universe as its heroes, its saviours, but need I remind you, in this universe there is no such thing as heroes or saviours, because no one can stop the force that is Bray Wyatt. No one can stop the force that is the Wyatt family. And if you think you can, then you're wrong, man. Very wrong. So be scared, be afraid, and run. basically just trying to get as much riddles in as I could, because that's what Bray Wyatt talks like half the time. But I just really hyping up, like, he doesn't care who their fourth man is. The Wyatt family will be ready. But B78, where's Nikki's storyline, continues. Also this week we have a Raw minus the likes of Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, and the champ Seth Rollins and his number one contender Roman Reigns. So we've got a short recap video to let the world know that WrestleMania it is going to be, of course, Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton and Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. B-minus 76. Both storylines improve. Can you really argue with that? Main event, not great, but in a bout that featured great action and great heat from the audience, Dean Ambrose does defeat Bray Wyatt in 15:03 by pinfall after a midnight special, following the distraction from the Undertaker. During the match, we had the Undertaker distract Bray Wyatt. So there's your fourth man, guys. It is the dead man, the Undertaker. Did I make it obvious? Probably, but aye, the Undertaker's there. C+71 is mostly down to the psychology, which seems to be a big problem in this mod. Which, fair enough if that's the way, if Flesh wants to rate it, I've no problems, man. I'm so happy the guy provides us with data in the first place. But it does make it tricky to get a real good main event. But that's a problem there. Lesnar suffers from it, Reigns, Rollins, a lot of those guys. Which is disappointing, but at the end of the day, no skill improvements, and probably going to be losing popularity in this event as well. Definitely losing popularity because I was hoping Bray Wyatt and Undertaker's overness, which would affect this angle, would have dragged it up quite high. But Dean Ambrose has done it. He has defeated Bray Wyatt thanks to an assist by the dead man, The Undertaker. Ambrose gets the hell out of the ring, while Bray Wyatt struggles to his feet. The Undertaker stands at the top of the ramp and does a signature taunt to signal the end is near for Bray Wyatt, whilst Kevin Dunn does some mad thunder effects around the arena, because that's what Kevin Dunn does. Bray Wyatt shouts at the top of his lungs, "So it's you, dead man? Okay. Me and my family are ready. We are ready for this war." As we end the show there. So Undertaker has a stare down from the ramp with Bray Wyatt. It's going to be a lot of WrestleMania, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. Negatives there, Taker's low momentum. I'm going to have to build it up in SmackDown because I'm not going to have him wrestle on the live shows, because that's why the fuck would Undertaker wrestle on Raw? So obviously, because I don't air SmackDown on the YouTube series, I can get away with putting him in matches there to build up his momentum. Overall, 100% losing. B-minus 72, only lost Pop 16. Basically, we needed a few things to be better. Jericho in the 6-man could have been better. If we had psychology in the main event, it could have been better. But overall, it's building up to WrestleMania. And the fact we get a B-minus 72 minus 4 of our main eventers is good going forward. But I think I'd define a lot more angles to kind of build the lower card to make sure like everything's getting a proper idea before we get to WrestleMania. It's one of the few weeks where I'd say I probably would have been better off with 3 hours on Raw, but looking at it's just so tedious. So not much else to cover apart from obviously the ratings going down to a 4.39. J Sports is down to a 2.43. So ratings went down. It's quite disappointing, but hopefully if we get Brock on it next week, we'll be sorted. I'm just going to check my schedule, make sure Mania is the 4th week of April. That's cool. That's cool. That will reflect real life, hopefully. And because I'll end up forgetting about it, we'll change John Cena's gimmick. So his fan favourite gimmick is only a 61. It's stable, but it's not amazing. I've always rated my gimmicks as doing 90% and then exclude gimmicks that don't suit the worker. Does seem like a cheeky monkey. Oh, he's not Phil Mouse, so he's not that. We go with Fan Zone. We can make him Hulkamania. Nah, we'll just go with a hero, because John Cena's a hero. We'll give him creative freedom and that, and he'll debut that probably on SmackDown. But see, apart from that, guys, that's pretty much it for this episode. As I say, we're just building up storylines. Hopefully, you have a better idea of the card. As I say, if you think you know what the matches are, let me know in the comments section below. And as always, I say thank you for watching, guys. 2 more episodes of Raws, then WrestleMania, and then we can start the hype for TW 2016. So as I say always, thanks for watching, guys. Support is deeply appreciated. Remember to check out the other bookers on Fantasy Bookers on the subreddit. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye bye.